Hey, this is Joe Hubbard from JoeHubbardBassVideos.com coming at you today with another lesson. And this particular video is on developing minor 2/5 patterns. So with that in mind, grab your bass and let's get started. There's a lot of focus on learning 2/5 patterns in jazz, but I've noticed that there's a lot of bass players that don't seem to have a firm understanding on minor 2/5 vocabulary. What we're going to take a look at in this lesson are some concepts on how to approach the minor 2/5 pattern, which is comprised of a minor 7 flat 5 going up a fourth to some type of altered dominant 7th chord. One of the biggest stumbling blocks when learning harmonic vocabulary for chords with flat 5s and flat 9s is developing the ability to hear what you're playing. This is where 90% of all ear training takes place, right here at your instrument while you're practicing your lines. Many people are led to believe that it's a technical issue, but if you don't have any technical hang-ups with your major vocabulary, then you need to work on hearing the more dissonant harmony that you're learning to play over. One of the best musical developers is putting what you learn into the context of a tune or a fragment of a tune, so you establish a benchmark with how to use the material that you're studying. If we take the last 8 bars of Stella by Starlight, it gives us a great platform to practice our minor 2/5 patterns moving down in whole steps. A great way to learn something a little more outside is by using chord superimposition, where you're using something more inside just from a different root note. An important caveat to this concept is that it works well on your solos, but on bass lines, you still need to supply the original root note of the chord you're playing over. Basically, the approach that I used over the last 8 bars of Stella was superimposing minor major 7th chords or a melodic minor scale, a minor third above the 2 minor 7 flat 5, and a half step above the altered dominant 7th chords. So over the first 2 chords, E minor 7 flat 5 to A7 flat 9, I'm thinking G minor major 7 to B flat minor major 7. Applying this to the last 8 bars of Stella, we move this minor 2/5 pattern down in whole steps by playing E minor 7 flat 5 to A7 flat 9, D minor 7 flat 5 to G7 flat 9, C minor 7 flat 5 to F7 flat 9, and then finally resolving to B flat major 7. Okay, so if you look at what I basically played over that, we're just superimposing these minor major 7 shapes over these 2/5 patterns in the minor key. So over that E minor 7 flat 5, I had this idea here, which is really just based around that idea of that arpeggio, the G minor major 7. And then from here, again, this is all around that B flat minor 6 or B flat minor major 7 as well. Over the next 2/5, which is the D minor 7 flat 5 to the G7 altered, I'm superimposing the F minor major 7, and then the A flat over that G7 altered chord. Now over the C minor 7 flat 5 to the F7 altered, I've changed it up a bit. I've used a little triad pair pattern where I've got the C diminished triad to a B flat major triad superimposed over the C minor 7 flat 5, and then over the F7 altered, I'm just playing a B major triad to the F major triad, and that works really nice because you've got that flat 5 sound over that F7 chord, and then just resolved it to the B flat major 7 chord. So look at this and look at the drills that I'm going to explain, and then practice those, and then study the transcription that comes with the PDF and the analysis of the solo I played, and then see if you can apply those same principles to these 2/5 patterns. Okay, the first drill that I'm going to show you is the minor major seventh chords, built-in minor thirds, to acclimate your ears in how to superimpose this over these minor 2-5 patterns. So over the first 2-5 pattern, which was E minor 7 flat 5 to A7, we have that G minor major 7 to the B flat minor major 7 over the A7 flat 9. Over D minor 7 flat 5, we have the F minor major 7. And over the G7 flat 9, we have the A flat minor major 7. And then over the C minor 7 flat 5, we have the E flat minor major 7. And then over the F 7 flat 9, we have the G flat minor major 7. And then we resolve to the B flat major 7. So that would be your first drill, and you should practice in sequence like this. Okay, the next drill that I'm going to show you is doing the same thing, but instead of using minor major 7th chords, we use minor 6 chords. So we've got this. Okay, now you go practice. Be sure to follow along with the PDF, which outlines both of these exercises and also has a transcription and analysis of what I was playing on the solo demonstration. If you like this lesson and like to understand more about how chords function in the context of a tune, then you've got to get my new book, Functional Harmonic Concepts. For more information about my new book and bass video courses, check out joehubbardbass.com and joehubbardbassvideos.com and sign up for my mailing list. If you're already on the list, then check your inbox for special offers. Until next time, practice smart, work hard, and play creatively.